had a dream, mother went to heaven, that's for real. Had the angels singing, giving praise, thanks to him. I saw the party for real, had the glory you need. So what you said, ho, ho, heaven is holy. The man of old, in the crowns of gold. All chilling and feeling, riding with lots on throne. No one that said, boy, come up. I woke up from sleep, only to see two black bucks sitting on the wall.
There were two little black bucks sitting on the wall.
Government policies in line with bush falling here refer to state regulations and checks made by the states to encourage the movement or the migration of people from the developing to the developed countries. I stand here today to support the notion that government policies should significantly encourage bush falling on basis of authentic facts such as the promotion of globalization. Biblically, God created the world indiscriminately without any continental boundaries. So it is not proper for man to come in and oppose divine interest by creating international boundaries. Again, the human rights policies internationally permits man to have free movements. Therefore, if the governments of these developing countries should be advocates of human rights, then they should implement policies such as the freedom of movement so that they will be encouraging human rights worldwide. Again, if we take a look into the setting of these developing countries, we are going to see that the level of industrialization is very low. And the industries that are available there are mostly owned and controlled by foreigners. For example, in Cameroon, we have the AES Sunel. In Nigeria, we also have the petroleum refinery industries, which are mostly owned by foreigners. I want to say that the presence of these foreigners in the developing countries and their investment is a debit to the economies of these developing countries and a credit to their own economies, because their investments yield them profits and they carry out our financial resources to their own country. Therefore, our government should come in with policies of capacity building which is going to encourage bush falling so that its citizens should go out there into the developed world and acquire these skills necessary for management so that they can come back and reap the full benefits of industrialization. Furthermore, bush falling, I must say, it's a method of creating employment in these developing countries, because when these bush fallers go out there, they are able to acquire financial resources through their works there, and which they bring back to their home countries and invest. For example, we have hotels. In here example, we have the 3813 business complex in Tico, which provides employment for so many Cameroonians. And this 38, the mayor, which is the proprietor of this business, is the mayor of the Tico Rural Council. Besides that, these bushfallers open up mini cities, which I must say that leads to infrastructural development in these developing countries. So therefore, the government should encourage bushfalling by allowing its citizens to participate in the American and Canadian lotteries, and in that way they will be given a chance for these bushfallers to create employment back at home. Furthermore, if we take a look in the setting of these African or developing countries, we are going to find that the level of medical advancement is very low, and so bushfalling offers the chance for them to make an advancement in their medical milieu. Because if we look at this setting, like I was saying, there are certain illnesses and medical operations that cannot be carried out here. For example, we have heart transplants, which is rarely done in these developing countries. The only countries that I can cite that we can carry out this heart transplant is South Africa and Nigeria. In Nigeria, it can be carried out by Kanu's hospital. But how did this hospital come about? This hospital, Kanu was a player whom on one of his trips abroad happened to have a heart attack, and he was operated there and given the operation of heart transplant. And this gave him the opportunity to come back and open this hospital in his country. So I think that it is important for the government to promote health by placing health policies that is going to enable its citizens to go out there and study and come back to manage their own health sector, because health is a fundamental aspect of life. So I support the notion that government policies should significantly encourage this.
I had a dream, mother went to heaven, that's for real. Had the angels singing, giving praise, thanks to him. I saw the party for real, had the glory you need. So what you said, hope.
Members of the panel, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming here to reason with us. The topic of the day reads, government policies should significantly encourage bush falling. To delve into this topic, it will be proper for us to know the definition of some fundamental terms, government policies. These are the measures adopted by the government to achieve its goals. Bush falling is a popular coinage used to distinguish those who move out of their country to other countries in search of greener pastures. Our purpose here today is to underscore the fact that the government should not encourage bush falling, but significantly discourage bush falling. Bush falling has become so rampant in our society today because the government policies are so much in favor of it. We would like these policies to be revamped, overhauled, and reviewed to discourage bush falling. We are going to examine this topic from two perspectives. First, why the government should significantly discourage bush falling, and secondly, how the government should discourage bush falling. To begin with, the government policies should significantly discourage bush falling because it leads to brain training. Evidence: all our intellectuals are going abroad. 98% of all top students from our universities and secondary schools are presently abroad. Line 7 of paragraph 1, page 201 of From Dust to Snow by Lydia and Wilfred tells us this. Added to that, the reduction of population as a result of bush falling. If the government policies should encourage bush falling, then it will be considered that the government wants to reduce the population through an increase in death rate. If government policies should encourage bush falling, then they want to increase death rate in our society. BBC report 7 of June 2006 statistics showed that 1,918 bushfallers, Africans, died in the sea, and among them 3,117 are missing since 1988. Can we then say that government policy should encourage bushfalling? Certainly not. They should significantly discourage bushfalling. Added to that, we have bushfalling, which leads to social and moral decadence in our society. Because the government all this while is encouraging bushfalling, we have people who can just fraudulently acquire banknotes, and those who say, I have to live by all means. After all, the government has, the policy say we should go. And this is corruption, all the society is morally bankrupt. Is it worth the trouble? Oh no. Government policies should significantly discourage bushfalling. The government can significantly discourage bushfalling by organizing seminars to teach the teachers who are always in contact with the youth to know that bushfalling is not all what they need to succeed. To know that the time is now and the place is here to better their situations in their country and make their country a place fit to live in.
I had a dream, mother went to heaven, that's for real. Had me in the singing, giving praise, thanks to him. I saw the party for real, had the glory in me, so what you said.